as a string you might use when you're flying a kite. Chim chimney, chim chim, chiree chim chim.
Those little beasts have run away from me for the last time.
And who gets stuck with the children with no nanny in the house? Me, that's who!
I've said my say, Mrs. Brill. I'm done with this house forever.
Well, good riddance then, and mind you, don't stumble on your way out!
Where is she going? What on earth am I going to say to Mr. Banks?
What is all this commotion? Precision and order, that's all that I ask.
The running of a household, a straightforward task.
The children, the servants, are all your domain. Whilst I remain the sovereign of Cherry Tree Lane. Colt! Winifred, you've engaged 6 nannies in the last 4 months, and they've all been unqualified disasters.
A nanny should govern, a nanny should rule. A nanny is a paragon who suffers no fool.
A nanny's the stalwart, our children who gain of having such a nanny
In Cherry Tree Lane.
Briefcase, umbrella.
If only we could find someone like our old nanny.
Few women's life can manage Miss Andrew's standards of efficiency. Besides, we can never afford someone of her caliber. Now, place an advertisement in the Times stating that Jane and Michael Banks require the best possible nanny at the lowest possible wage.
Father, we've written our own advertisement.
What on earth?
Please, George, I think we should hear them.
If you want this choice position, have a cheery disposition. Rosy cheeks, no warmth.
That's the part I put in.
Play games, also you must be kind, you must be witty, very sweet and very pretty.
Well, of all the ridiculous...
George, please.
Take us on outings, give us treats.
Sing songs, bring sweets.
We will hire spectacles so you can't see.
Potatoes in your bed or pepper in your tea.
Hurry, Nanny, many thanks, sincerely, Jane
And Michael Banks.
It's quite enough Tommy Rough for one day. Will you please go to the nursery and let me get to work?
They were only trying to help.
It won't help anyone to make me late. Precision and order, that's all that I ask.
The running of a household, a straightforward task. The children, the servants are all your domain.
Must I remain the sovereign?
You remain the servant of Cherry Tree Lane.
Good morning!
Yes?
I've come in answer to the advertisement.
What advertisement? We haven't placed any advertisement.
Now, let's see. Play games all sorts, which I most certainly can. Take us on outings, give us treats.
Michael, it's our advertisement.
Rosy cheeks and fairly pretty. There's no objection in that score, I hope.
Oh, not at all.
I'm glad to hear it.
But, take it over with Mrs. Banks. She manages all this side of things. Nothing domestic has anything to do with me. And don't forget the references.
I make it a rule never to give references.
Oh, I see.
I'll see the children now, thank you.
Oh, of course. You'll find they're very nice children. And this is...
Mary Poppins. Jane, don't stir and close your mouth, Michael. We are not at Crawfish. Now, best foot forward, fifth spot.
Mrs. Brew, we have a new nanny.
She passed her interview then?
Or I did.
nursery, I must say. Tidier than I was expecting. Who's responsible for that?
Mrs. Bree.
Me, I am. Like to keep things neat.
Do you indeed? Well, I look forward to making use of that. If there's one thing I appreciate, it's a child whose word I can depend on. Now, first things first, I always say a proper place to hang a hat is on a hat stand.
There's nothing in it.
We'd better keep an eye on this one. She's tricky.
Mary Poppins, how could you know what we wanted in a nanny when we made our list?
Your list? I am not an item in the weekly shop, thank you very much.
How did you come then? It was as if the wind just blew you here.
It did, now stand over there. Just as I thought, a noisy, mischievous, troublesome little boy.
You're making that up. A noisy, mischievous, troublesome...
Now you. Thoughtless, short-tempered, and untidy.
I don't believe you. Let me see. What about your measurement, Mary Poppins?
I'm practically perfect in every way.
Practically perfect.
So people say. Each virtually knows no bounds. Each trait is great and patently sound. I'm practically perfect from head to toe. If I had a fault, it will never dare to show. I'm so practically perfect in every way. Perhaps you have a few questions.
Not temperamental,
Never.
not grouchy or gruff.
The very thought.
Will you stay tender when you go and get tough?
Quite the contrary.
Do you read stories without a big fuss?
Or have objections to playing with us?
Some minor improvements may not go amiss, but at all times you must remember this. I like games, but I choose them.
That's not fair.
I didn't say I was fair. I said I was practically perfect, and here's my aim. By the time I leave, you here both will be the same. You'll be practically perfect.
Practically perfect.
You will be practically perfect in every way. Now, best foot forward, space spot. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim choo. I does what I likes and I likes what I do. Today I'm a scriver, and as you can see, a scriver's an artist of highest degree, and it's only your work from your memory. Stay right where you are. I'd know the silhouette anywhere. Mary Poppins! It's nice to see you, Bert. Well, I must say you do look swell.
He can't know you. You've only just arrived.
I wasn't born 1 minute before I walked into your house, Michael Banks. Have you met these two, Bert?
I seen him running about chasing a kite. It isn't a real kite. So, what are you up to?
Mary Poppins says his game is called Walk in the Park.
Some game. I'd rather eat spinach.
Come along, Bert.
You can't come with us. You're too dirty. And we don't want to go to Stinky Park anyway.
Oh, yes, you do. Because when you walk with Mary Poppins, you go to places where you never dreamed of. All that it takes is a spark. And something as plain as a park becomes a wonderland. All you have to do is look on you, and then you understand why it's a jolly holiday with Mary
Lotus is blooming all around her. The daffodils are smiling at the
I
dawn.
haven't the faintest idea. What?
When Mary holds your hand, you feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band.
You've enough brass for all of us.
Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. Come on, you two.
Boring, just like other nannies thinking. Parks are good for us. It's just statues, dogs, and grannies. I don't understand all the fuss. Is she doing it to spite us? We could lose her for a lark. Perhaps it's all a plot. I'll tell you what, she seems so different, but I bet she's not. There is nothing to excite us in the park.
What was that?
You're quite wrong, you know. When you take a walk with Mary, anything can happen.
Whoa, who are you?
I'm Nilius. I've been waiting half a century to take a walk on a sunny day like this. This man up with his dog, we stand agog. See us, let's take a gentle jog.
Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Jolly song to Mary makes your heart so loud to make it warm. When today's rain ordinary, we're going to take makes the sunshine bright. Oh, everything is just moving all around you. The daffodils are smiling at the dawn. When Mary holds your hand, you feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. No wonder that it's Mary that we
Jane, did that really happen? Yes, but how?
Mary Poppins, of course.
Anything can happen if you let it.
Mary Poppins, how long will you stay?
We'll see.
You won't leave us, will you?
I'll stay until the wind changes. Now run along in.
Jane and Michael want to say goodnight.
Tell them you've given me the message.
Please, George.
Oh, Daddy, we had a fantastic day. We sang with the best girl and danced with the statue. You
You
would
know
have
that. Why did you do it?
Daddy, could I have a kite? A proper one?
Could you fly it?
You could always teach me.
When would I have the time to do that? Now, would you please let me get on? Good night.
Poor Michael. All he cares is about flying kites.
I used to love flying kites at his age, but my nanny, Miss Andrew, soon frightened out of me.
Is it out of a question to do without a nanny?
Don't be absurd. All the best people have nannies, so the wives can do charity work and entertain. Huh? Which reminds me, how's your tea party coming on?
I'm not sure. It seems so odd to send out invitations to people I hardly know.
But they're the people you should know. Remember, by your friends shall ye be judged.
But that's the point. They're not my friends.
Winifred, dearest, I'm only thinking of you. Are you going to say something to Mary Poppins about this afternoon?
I don't think so.
Very well. but just make sure she's doing things our way and not hers.
Winds do change, tides can turn, sink or swim, see what you learn. Me, I was told when I was young, just learn a trade, so I learned them all. Chim chimney, chim chim cherry.
Mrs. Brill, what about the cake? It's just out of the oven and too hot to be iced or touched for that matter. Are you quite sure you know how to ice it? Quite sure. And in case you're worried, I've not been exchanged by the fairies for a total nincompoop.
I'll just go up and check the drawing room.
I like to be helpful. And I'd like to be rich, but Destiny thought otherwise.
Mother wants you in your drawing room. She says she can tell Rose and I what to do.
Does she indeed?
Please, Mrs. Brill, I don't mind. Honest.
All right, I'll give you one task and one task only. Put the icing tools next to the cake. You think you can manage that?
Is that all?
For you, yes. For me, no. I swear, a slave in ancient Rome was on a pleasure cruise compared to my life in this house.
Michael, why don't we make the icing?
Because we don't know how?
Don't be so feeble. Get the eggs on the floor.
Are there eggs in icing?
There are in mine. Rose and I, bring me the cake.
Ha, ha, ha. Mrs. Brill, go up and get ready now.
What have you done? Roberts and I! Roberts and I! Oh dear, should I call a doctor?
I don't think that'll be necessary, ma'am.
Children, you know how important my party is? You deserve some nasty medicine. Just you wait till the bedtime.
Oh, I don't think we should wait till then, ma'am. Why not go up and get changed? We'll clear up, won't we?
But we're not ill. I won't take it. And you can't make me.
In that, as in so many things, your information is faulty. Open.
But strawberry ice?
Now you.
I'm not sure I like strawberry ice.
I'm not sure I care. Open.
Lime cordial.
Now off you go, you two. Michael, I know you like to keep things neat. Jane.
I told you he was tricky.
Must we? Can't Rubus and I do it when he wakes up? He's a servant.
With that attitude, you'll get through a lot of stuff before you're very old. Besides, in every job that must be done, there's an element of fun. You find the fun and snap. The job's a game, and every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake. A lark, a spree, it's very clear to see that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in a most delightful way. Oh, my point exactly. The honeybees that fetch the nectar from the flowers to the comb never tire of ever buzzing to and fro, because they take a little nip from every flower that they see, and as they find their task is not to grind. For us, the sugar has the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. Right yourself, please. Up we go, Roberts and I.
Mary Poppins, you are a miracle worker. How did you get them to do it?
Just a spoonful of sugar has the medicine go down. The medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar has the medicine go down in the most delightful way. In the most delightful way.
We'll be off now, ma'am. This spot?
I'm sorry, ma'am. Apparently these came in this morning and Roberts and I forgot to give them to you. They're apologies, ma'am, from your guests. They're not coming. None of them.
Oh, do you think we chose the wrong day?
No, ma'am. I think you asked the wrong people.
In the most delightful way.
Where, Poppins? Where are we going today?
I thought we could play our next game.
What game?
A visit to the bank.
That's not a game. Did Daddy agree?
If we did, you must have put your ideas hat somehow.
What an impertinent thing to say! Me putting ideas into other people's heads? Really?
Precision and order, causing a wheel, opening a ledger, closing a deal, prudent investment, financial sense, a perfect ray of sunshine on shillings and pence.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman.
Good morning. Thanks. A word. I see Hair Von Hustler is coming in again today. Have you made your decision yet?
I believe so, sir.
Good, good. Be sure it's the right one.
In every transaction, credit or debt, sheets are over balance, targets are met.
Banks, what objections can you have? My security is more than adequate, and Latin America is an expanding market. Have you no courage?
But Mr. Von Hustler, what have you been able to grasp is, what exactly is your final product?
What do you think? Money, of course.
Yes, money. But I wonder, making money out of money, is that enough?
Are you man enough to be a banker?
Assessing the market, limit the risk, little forever. Business is brisk.
Have you come to your decision, Mr. Banks? There's a ton of good people whose future depends on you. I know that. Give us this chance. The factory could be running in weeks and expanding before the year's out. Please, Mr. Banks, I'll give it everything I've got. I believe you, Mr. Northbrook. I've tried to find a way, but how can I be sure the money will be safe? What about my workforce? They'll keep it safe. My men have dreams to earn an honest living, a wife and kids, a home to call their own. If you'd invest in us today, it paves the way. I promise we repay the loan. I'm sorry, Mr. Northbrook, but
Hello, Daddy.
What on earth are you doing here? Can't you see I'm busy? No, we're done. And no man should be too busy for his own children. What are you here for, young man? Have you come for some money as well?
Hardly. What do they need money for?
Well, it's never too early to learn its value.
I know the value of this. 6 pence.
No, that's its worth. Its value is in how you spend it. Do good and may you have good luck.
And what do you say to Mr. Northbrook?
Thank you.
I'll wait outside.
When I was a little boy, I'd have never dared enter my father.
Were you ever a little boy?
Of course! And my nanny, Miss Andrew, kept me out of my father's way.
What about your mother?
I shouldn't think I saw either of them more than once a week.
Then who kissed you goodnight, Miss Andrew?
Certainly not! There was no time for hugs and kisses and all this soppy nonsense.
Poor Daddy.
When you invest the bank's money, Daddy, what are you looking for? A good man or a good idea?
I suppose I should say it's a good idea, but a good man is much rarer and much more valuable.
Come along, children.
Mr. Von Hustler, I've considered your arguments, but I'm afraid my answer is no.
So you don't recognize a good idea?
Perhaps not, but I recognize a good man when I see one.
You'll regret these herb banks.
A man with dreams, heart wasn't broken. A man with hopes, ambitions to fulfill. A man with certain at first glance deserves a chance. Now, Mr. Northbrook, when exactly could the new factory open?
Thank you, sir. You won't regret this.
The birds, tuppence a bag. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag.
There's that horrible old woman.
Don't point, and for your information, she's not in the least horrible.
But she's just a bundle of rags.
When will you learn to look past what you see? Early each day to the steps of St. Paul's, the little oper woman comes. In her own special way, to the people she calls. Come buy my bag full of crumbs. Come feed the little birds, show them you care, and you'll be glad if you do. The young ones are hungry, their nests are so bare. All it takes is tuppence from you. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Feed the birds, that's what she cries. While overhead, her birds fill the skies. Here, one back, please. All around the cathedrals, the saints and apostles look down as she sails away. Though her words are simple and few, listen, listen, she's calling to you. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Hello, Bert.
Hello, Mary. Hello, kids.
Hello. We're off to Mrs. Corey's talking shop. Care to join us?
Talking shop? Who's Mrs. Corey?
Who's Mrs. Corey? Mrs. Corey is older than anyone in the world. She talked to William before he went conquering, to Vlad before he went impaling, and to Alexander before he weren't so great.
But that's impossible.
Anything can happen if you let it.
Well, 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 if it isn't Mary Poppins with Jane and Michael Banks.
She knows us?
And how is poor little Georgie?
Who?
Georgie Banks, your father. He used to give his nanny the slip and come into my shop here in secret. I remember Georgie used to love my gingerbread stars. Now, Mary Poppins, what can I do for you?
Well, I did want an ounce of conversations.
I'm out of conversations, and I'm right out of words too. Ooh, but I do have some letters.
Now, what words can we make?
Rotoplex?
Lapitofrus.
Those don't count. You made them up.
And where do you think words came from in the first place? Somebody had to make them up.
You know, you can always use the same letter more than once. Now, let me see. Super, calid, fragilistic, expialidocious. That's not a word. Of course it's a word. And unless I'm very much mistaken, I think it's a rather useful one. when trying to express oneself is frankly quite absurd. To leap those lengthy lexicons to find the perfect word. A little spontaneity keeps conversation keen. You need to find a way to say precisely what you mean. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
When Stone Age men are chatting, simply grunting would suffice.
Though if they heard this word, they might have used it once or twice.
I'm sure the Roman Empire only entered the abyss because those Latin scholars never had a word like this.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. If you say it softly, the effect can be hypnosis. Check your breath before you speak in case it's halitosis.
Yeah!
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
You know, you can say it backwards, which is so equidalic with Zexiciliga villicrepus.
She may be tricky, but she's bloody good.
So when the cat has got your tongue, there's no need for dismay. Just summon up this word and then you've got a lot to say.
Pick out those 18 consonants and 16 vowels as well, and put them in an order which is very hard to spell.
SUPER CALIF RAGIL ISTICXPIALID
Smarty pants.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you always sound precocious. Supercalifragilistic. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
George? Why on earth are you home so early? Is everything alright?
No, everything's all wrong. After I refused to loan the bank's money to some German chap who went to their chief rivals, they gave him the money, and it looks set to be a gold mine.
Well, they can't expect you to get it right every time.
That's exactly what they expect.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something kind of atrocious, if you say it loud enough.
That is more than loud enough! Go to your room! Mary Poppins, you're here to teach us children manners, and just look at them!
George, you're tired. Mary Poppins, perhaps you can keep the children occupied in the nursery tonight.
That's not fair. Daddy loses his temper and shut up in the nursery. Daddy's mean and rotten and I hate him.
Jane, take that back this instant. I will not have you criticize your father. Please take the children upstairs, Mary Poppins. George, if you have troubles, I'd like to share with them.
Don't worry, you will. I've been suspended without a salary until they decide what to do with me.
Twists and turns, ups and down. One moment smiles, next moment frowns, but bad temper facial faces had better change quicks, 'cause if the wind changes, the face might just stick. Chim chimney, chim chim, cherry chim cheroo.
Why does Daddy get so cross?
Fathers are supposed to look after children, not to yell at them all the time.
Maybe, but have you asked yourself who looks after the fathers when things go wrong?
The mothers, I suppose.
Not the children.
Would you rather that be upside down?
Sometimes families are upside down for a while anyway.
I don't want to be an upside down family. I wish I could run away.
Why don't you?
But you miss me.
No, I wouldn't.
That's it, you two. Now into bed at once.
Oh, Mary Poppins, I wish you just leave us alone.
Be careful what you wish for.
Don't you ever stop?
You should learn to govern your temper, or your temper will govern you.
I'm sick and tired of your stupid sayings and your stupid games.
Just get into bed.
Well, I won't go to sleep and you can't make me.
In that, as in so many things,
Your information
is salty. Playing the game, having a ball. Those who won't play, shan't play at all. Will we meet again? Maybe when they've learned to play the game.
Up where the smoke is a balloon and curl, twin pavements and stars as the chimneys will swirl, where there's hardly no days, nor early no nights. There's things up in shadow and out in light, on a rooftop of London.
cool! What a sight!
Joining the sleep tonight, are we?
The best view in the world, eh?
Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim cherry. A sweep is as lucky can be. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim cheroo. Good luck will rub off when he shakes hands with you.
Oh, blow me a kiss,
But
and that's lucky too.
So, you're going then.
the wind has changed.
They're good kids, Mary.
Would I be bothering with them if they weren't? But I can't help them if they won't let me.
So,
So they've got to do the next bit on their own. Cheery up, Bert. Keep an eye on them for me.
Where's Mary Poppins?
Gone.
Gone?
Mrs. Brill, what does our ball mean?
Why?
Because that's what she's written in this note. Dear Jane and Michael, keep playing those games. Au revoir, Mary Poppins.
It's French. It means till we meet again. Now come inside before you catch your death.
nowhere is there a more happier crew than them all sing chim chim cherry chim cheroo. Chim chimney chim chim cherry chim cheroo. The wind may blow, but who's to know exactly what it's bringing? Good news or bad, happy or sad, the pendulum keeps swinging. A gentle breeze that moves the trees becomes an icy blast. The warmth and sun makes trouble on, and now 6 weeks have passed.
Mrs. Brill, is the nursery tidy?
As tidy as I can make it, ma'am. Seeing as how for the past 6 weeks I've had all the work to do looking after the children ever since she left, now I've got all the work to do getting the house ready to welcome her back.
If you knew how hard it was to track her down.
Really, ma'am? Fancy that?
Mrs. Brill, it is her, isn't it?
Well, I don't know who else.
It says till we meet again.
George, dear, you're going to be surprised.
Winifred, you know very well I hate surprises.
Oh, George, I do believe you're going to be proud of me. Hurry up, everybody! I want her to find everything. Spit, spot, spick, and span.
And stamp. Our sense of excitement is hard to contain. Order is returning. Wonder is returning. Someone is returning to Cherry Tree Lane.
Good morning!
The Holy Terror!
Miss Andrew, it's so lovely to meet you at last. I do hope you had a good journey.
It was thoroughly unpleasant. Where did George go?
I'm afraid he had an urgent appointment.
It's not much of a house, is it?
Well, we like it.
And it doesn't take much to keep you happy. Look at the dust! There and there! Filth!
Now, just a minute.
You must be the children. Pity. I don't suppose you know who I am.
Yes, we do. You're the Holy Terror.
Impudent boy! Why aren't you wearing stockings?
I don't like them.
Tut! What manners! I can see there's not a minute to lose. These children have been spoiled. I've arrived at just in time. By chance I brought the punishment that best befits the crime. Brimstone and treacle and carbolic soap, these are the tools of my trade. With spoonfuls of sugar, you don't have a hope of seeing that changes are made. Open!
Does it taste as bad as it smells?
Wax! Open! Your son will go to boarding school at once. As for the girl, I shall take charge of her myself. I won't stand for whining or whinging or whimpering, crying or lying or sobbing or simpering. I fear it's clear that in these two such bad habits lurk. First the rat into throttle, then uncork the bottle. Brimstone and treacle. Now show me to my room.
I'm disappointed. I truly am. I thought it was going to be
Her with the umbrella.
What are we going to do?
The only thing we can do, run away.
What's the matter and who's after you?
The nastiest nanny in the world?
Is she really as bad as all that?
She looks like something that would eat its young.
Mr. Andrew was Daddy's nanny.
Which explains a lot.
Poor Daddy. Ever since he stopped working, he just sits and mops. Mary Poppins used to say he needed our help, but now it's too late.
Oh, I wouldn't think that. I tell you what. Why don't we start things up with a bit of a shake for a good luck?
I was shaking hands with you. Bring us luck.
Didn't anyone tell you it's lucky to shake a chimney sweep's hand?
Michael, look! It's a real one! What's the matter? You always wanted to fly a proper kite.
I've always wanted to fly one with Daddy.
Oh, yes, you can. But you need to know how it's done. Get some training in and you'll make him the proudest father in the whole bloomin' empire. With tuppence of paper and string, you can have your own set of wings. With your feet on the ground and your bird in a fly with your fists holding tight to the string of your kite.
not a sardine in a tin. And where are your coats?
We didn't have time to put them on because we've run away.
Have you indeed?
Ever since you left now, Miss Anders come and danced and we could help you like you wanted to.
Oh my eye, but your life's a tragedy. Now let's go home and don't dawdle.
But she's there. She came this morning as a surprise for Daddy.
Did she? Well, maybe I'll be a surprise for her. Hello, Bert.
Welcome, Mary. You're a sight of sore eyes.
You really are. Welcome back, Mary Poppins.
Come along, children.
Aren't you going to shake hands with Bert for luck?
I don't need any luck, thank you.
Not like that, you stupid boy! You stay there and clean the grate! Again! So, you've decided to come crawling back, have you? Who are you?
I'm Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins! But you left without notice.
And I've come back without notice.
I see. And what do you expect me to do? Pack! Pack! You insolent young person! How dare you speak to me this way? Brimstone and treacle, my favorite liquor. That will make runaways stop. Impudent children respond so much quicker when forced to drink every last drop. I brought up their father.
Well, that I don't doubt. You must be so proud with the way he turned out.
A shining exemplar, a pillar,
A post, they've all had their problems, but him more than most. I recognize fully that you are a bully who views cruelty as a work. Well, now here's the catch because you bet your match.
brimstone and treacle for you.
Full of sugar,
Brimstone and treacle for you.
full of sugar, brimstone and treacle. Well, that's given her a taste of her own medicine.
Mary Poppins, wherever did you come from?
She came from up.
Michael? Jane? You're very naughty to go running off like that, and I should be as angry as anything else if I were so pleased to see you. Where's Miss Andrew?
She's gone.
Gone? Why?
She didn't give a reason, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. We found this one wandering the park. Good night, ma'am.
George!
Where is she?
Miss Andrew? She left. George, Mary Poppins is back.
Is she? Well, I wonder if I might have a word. Things have not gone well for us since you left us.
About my wages, sir, I won't take any just now. I should prefer to let them accrue.
But if you only knew how many payments are accruing as it is.
Now we must get started. Jane, Michael, Spitspot.
Come along, darling. After so many years of service, you made a wrong decision. What's the worst that can happen?
Winifred, if I am to be dismissed by the bank, we'll be destitute.
Well, we'll still have what really matters, the children and each other.
Is that locking you? What's inside it?
A portrait.
Whose?
You'll see when the time comes and not before.
You're not going to leave us.
I'll stay until the chain breaks.
What chain? Where?
Let's wait and see.
Uncanny, that is our hard to find.
Unique and me unspeakably kind.
You're practically perfect.
And yet I'm sure there's room for improvement. A few years more.
Hello there. Bert, what are you doing up here?
Where else should a chimney sweep be?
The world is awfully big, isn't it?
And what does that tell you?
That we are awfully small and unimportant.
Oh, speak for yourself.
Not us so much, but our troubles. You seem so big down the nursery, but up here.
That's more like it. Troubles are never too big when we look them from a little higher up.
Brush away your dirt and soot. Brush away your tears.
Cobwebs that are swept away.
Hang around for weeks. We may look a motley crew. Smudge with tar and grime. But when you need a helping hand, try to step in just in time. Over the rooftop, step in time. Over the rooftop, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Over the rooftop, step in time. Kick your knees up, step in time. Kick your knees up, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Kick your knees up, step in time. Childhood is a step in time. Parents is the same. Never miss a chance to get it right.
Don't you seem a perfect crime? Don't you seem ashamed?
When the steps aren't going as smoothly as they might. That's when step in time. That's when step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. That's when step in time. Link your elbows, step in time. Link your elbows, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Link your elbows, step in time. Kick your knees up, step in time. Kick your knees up, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Kick your knees up, step in time. Oh, step in time. Step in time. Step in time. Step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. If you kick your knees up, kick your knees up, kick your knees up, kick your knees up. Step. Never need a reason to step in time.
And always remember, there are plenty of folks ready to help you should you need them. Back to the nursery.
Back to the nursery. Back to the nursery, step in time. Back to the nursery, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Back to the nursery, step in time.
What's all this? What is all this?
Special delivery for George Banks.
Special delivery?
Special delivery, step in time. Special delivery, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Special delivery, step in time.
Time to go now. Good night, Governor.
Good night, Governor. Cheerio, Governor. Good night, Governor.
Cheerio, Governor.
Not so fast. So nursery. Now, Jane, you two. Mary Poppins, would you be good enough to explain?
First of all, I would like to make one thing clear.
Yes?
I never explain anything. Come along, children.
It's happened. The chairman wants to see me at the close of business tonight.
Tonight?
We might as well face it. In just a few hours, I will have joined the ranks of the unemployed.
Are you quite sure?
Quite sure. So we better make some plans. Well, I never. So that's where I put them.
What are they?
Gingerbread stars I had once from my nanny. I used to dream that when I grow up, I learned everything there was to know about the stars. Funny, I haven't thought about all that in years. I'm not usually sentimental.
It's good to look back sometimes.
It's the Poppins woman. She's responsible for all this.
I know the woman. What's the thing she's always saying? A spoonful of sugar, that is all it takes. It changes water, bread it into tea and cake. A spoonful of sugar goes a long, long way. So have yourself an early living every day.
Thank you, Bert. Good luck to you too.
Daddy, do you remember when we came to the bank?
Yes.
Well, we're each given a sixpence, and we're told to spend them carefully.
Excellent advice. What did you buy with them?
Nothing yet, but we've decided to give it to you.
I suppose Mary Poppins put you up to this.
She hasn't said a word about it.
We thought a bit of extra cash might have loosened things up a little.
Good night, Daddy. We do love you, you know. Mommy, Daddy's really worried, isn't he?
Yes, he is. But always remember that he loves you very, very much. And that's far more important than houses or jobs or anything else.
Aren't you going to the bank with him?
I'd like to go, but I'm afraid it's just isn't possible.
Mary Poppins says anything is possible.
Do you really believe that, Mary Poppins?
Anything can happen if you let it. Sometimes things are difficult, but you can bet it doesn't have to be so.
Changes can be made.
You can move a mountain if you use a larger spade.
Anything can happen, it's a marvel.
You can be a butterfly
Or just a larval.
Stretch your minds beyond fantastic. Dreams are made of strong elastic. Take some sound advice and don't forget it. Anything can happen if you let it. If you reach for the stars, all you get are the stars. But we found a whole new spin. If you reach for the heaven, you get the stars thrown in.
Feed the birds, sir? Only tuppence a bag.
I would take it as a great favor if you would kindly feed them for me.
Thanks! You turned down a deal that was bound to make me hundreds, and we want to know why.
Then I will tell you. I refused Mr. Von Husser because his scheme was hollow. He told me about the assets and profits and growth, but there wasn't a word about people. I apologize for ruining the bank, but I do not apologize to understand that there are more important things in life than making money.
My dear chap, Von Husser's schemes has ruined our rivals in the nastiest scandal since records began. We don't want your apologies, we're offering ours.
Oh my word!
And another thing, do you remember giving a loan to a fellow named Northbrook? Well, he's repaying it and opening 2 new factories. With the percentage you negotiated, we look set to make a fortune.
Oh my word!
Well, that's just it. We very much hope that you might tell us how you did it. Just give us the word. It will be quite safe with us.
Give you the word? Give you the word? I'll give you the word. Alright. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sign of it is something quite atrocious. If you say a lot enough, there always have precautions. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh, forgive him. It's not his fault. It's all because of his nanny, Miss Andrew.
The Holy Terror! She taught me everything I know.
Then now's your chance to forget it.
It's alright, darling. I made a bank of fortune.
Really?
By way of recompense, we'd like to offer you the job of senior manager with a salary at double,
Exactly how much has he made for you?
triple, quadruple your present rate.
Close your mouth, George. We're not a codfish.
Well,
I accept, but you must understand one thing. From now on, my family comes first.
agreed?
Agreed.
Winifred, I'm afraid I've underestimated you.
Oh, George, anything can happen. It's official. You can choose the super or the superficial. Silent force the way we're steering. Obstacle starts disappearing. Go and chase your dreams, you won't regret it. Anything can happen if you let it.
I love you, Mary Poppins.
You are a fine boy, Michael Banks, and one day you will be a fine man.
Oh, Mary Poppins, you make me so anxious when you talk like that.
Like what?
All gentle and kind and not a bit like you. Be cross, Mary Poppins. Do be cross again.
It's not the things I get for the troubles I've taken.
That's better.
Now put to bed, both of you. This spot.
It's tonight, isn't it?
Yes, Bert.
Well, goodbye then, Mary.
Goodbye, Bert. Look after yourself. With every job when it's complete, there is a sense of bittersweet. The moment when you know the task is done. Though in your heart you like to stay to help things on their way. You've always known they must do it alone. They're practically perfect, and I hope it remains so.
Look, it's Mary Poppins' locket. Oh, the chain's broken.
Don't you remember? I'll stay until the chain breaks. What's inside?
It's a picture of three of us. She signed it with a good deal of love from Mary Poppins.
Where's Mary Poppins?
She's gone.
Gone? How peculiar.
She'll be back. Now, what do you think of this?
It's the best I've ever seen.
Can we fly it together?
Oh, Daddy!
Mary Poppins won't be coming back. She's gone forever.
My dear, how could you possibly know such a thing?
Because we don't need her, not anymore. But the others will, won't they, Daddy?
They will.
I wonder if she's right, George, that we could do without a nanny from now on. What do you think?
I think you better dance with me.
George, this is serious.
Oh, I think we can do better than that. If you wish for the stars, all you get are the stars. But we find a hole, you spin.
If you reach for the heavens,
You get the stars rolling. Anything can happen if you let it. Life is out there waiting, so go and get it. Grab it by the collar, seize it by the scruff. Once you started living life, you just can't get enough. Anything can happen. Anything can surface. Sally forth away, we're steering. Obstacles are disappearing. Go and chase your dreams, you won't regret it. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
We won't forget you, Mary Poppins.
We'll never forget.
training in and you make him the proudest father in the whole blooming empire. With tuppence of paper and string, you can have your own set of wings. With your feet on the ground and your booty in a fur, with your fists holding tight to the string of your kite.
Fly it together?
Oh, Daddy!
Mary Poppins will be coming back. She's gone forever.
My dear, how could you possibly know such a thing?
Because we don't need her, not anymore. And others will, won't they, Daddy?
They will.
I wonder if she's right, George, that we could do without a nanny from now on. What do you think?
I think you better dance with me.
Oh, George, this is serious. Look, a shooting star. We should
Oh.
wish on it.
I think we can do better than that. If you wish for the stars, all you get are the stars. But we find a whole new spin.
If you reach for the heavens,
You get the stars rolling. Anything can happen if you let it. Life is out there waiting, so go and get it. Grab it by the collar, seize it by the scruff. Once you started living life, you just can't get enough. Anything can happen if a wish happen. You can just Sally forth away, we're steering. Obstacles start disappearing. Go on, chase your dreams, you won't regret it. Anything can happen, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
We won't forget you, Mary Poppins.
we'll never forget.